Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and we're going to talk about the law of unintended consequences. After VAT, the most profitable, as far as the government are concerned, form of taxation, indirect taxation, is fuel duty. And we all pay it. Whether you have a car or not, you pay it because things have to be delivered to shops. And so, as part of that delivery charge, is fuel. And of course, that cost gets passed on. So, whatever you buy will at some point be involving delivery charges and therefore fuel duty. You cannot avoid it. If you have a car, of course, you're paying it much more directly as well. And it is huge. It is 8% of this country's annual tax take. It is horrendously large. However, because the government are pushing more and more people to take up electric cars, that's fewer people buying directly their fuel from garages. They're not using petrol and diesel. And so therefore, the massive fall in fuel duty has been noticed. This is why Rachel Reeves is looking at other forms of taxation, because there's this massive fall. Now, as well, home working has caused this. COVID led to far more people working from home, which means far fewer commuters. If you're not using your car 5 days a week, maybe only going into the office once or twice. Again, a lot of journeys not being made. That's a good thing for the environment. You think the government would be really happy with it, and they are, apart from they're not getting their money. Why are you not driving your car? I don't need to. We need you to. No answer, And so there is a horrendous drop in the amount of money that they are taking in fuel duty. It's a little hole and it has to be filled. Now, they want from 2025, I think it will be, possibly 2026, to put vehicle excise duty on electric cars. So basically, road tax on electric cars will go up very, very highly, and it's looking at being based on weight. You can't really base it on anything else, but batteries are heavy, therefore more batteries means you've used more electricity, and they can charge you an excise duty based on that electricity. They're already charging you VAT on the electricity you use to charge your car. So they're charging you tax on a car to fill it in terms of electric, and then tax on your car to run it, even though they want a clean environment. Said if everyone gets an electric car, we can have a clean environment. You can't, of course, because they haven't built the 32 nuclear power stations yet that will be needed to run that car. But drilling for oil is bad and dangerous for the environment, they say. Whereas drilling for copper and lithium and all the other things that go into car batteries is apparently not damaging to the environment. I beg to differ. I've seen the holes. I've seen the children working in the mines. I don't think that's particularly good. But hey, who am I to judge? You want to drive your electric car powered by slave labour and child slavery? Knock yourself out. Anyway, Labour Party have, under Keir Starmer, said there will no way are they bringing in road pricing, pay per mile kind of thing. So look for that to come in. They've now denied it officially, so I would expect it to come in very shortly. And that will be excellent. Use the car more, you pay more. It's very like almost having a tax on fuel, isn't it? More fuel you put in the car, you put more fuel in if you use it more, and therefore it's a pay per mile via fuel. Perhaps they want that and road pricing. So if you use petrol and diesel, you still pay your normal tax, but now they'll tax you as well for road pricing. Double taxation. Excellent. The idea, of course, is to get everyone out of cars and let nobody have any kind of mobility, because if you can't move, then they can control you, kettle you in, get into your 15-minute ghettos, eat your bug burgers, do not complain, own nothing, be happy. It's all part of the plan. But fuel duty itself has been frozen by the Tory government for 100 years. They never put fuel duty up, That's the one good thing I think you can say about the Tory party of the last government. They did not increase fuel duty. And indeed, towards the end, for the last 6 years, I believe it was, they actually cut it by 5p. So, guarantee Rachel Reeves will reverse the 5p cut and add to it. Petrol will go up 10, 15p a litre. Food will get more expensive. Everything you buy gets more expensive. Everything is more expensive. You're paying yet more tax. You're getting nothing for it. It'll drive more people off the road. It will force employers to put wages up, perhaps to encourage people to come in. And, because the only way they can come in is if they have the money to pay for the petrol. That means prices rise everywhere. It also, by having higher wage demands, means inflation increases, means interest rates go up, means everyone is worse off. And all because Rachel Reeves is a liar who says there's a £22 million black hole, which there isn't. They've given 11 million, half of that money went abroad for no reason whatsoever to help other countries with the bullshit of climate change, which isn't happening. Or at least it's not happening on what Britain's doing. It's China and India. They should be paying, not us. But nobody wants to say that. Those two alone are 75% of the world's output. So what do? We can close down Britain tomorrow. It won't make a bit of difference. However, they also are looking at putting VAT up to 20% on electricity. So instead of paying 5%, I don't see why you should pay anything. VAT is supposed to be a tax on luxury items. I don't think electricity counts as a luxury item. However, 5% on domestic electricity charge. They want to put that up to 20%. So, think your bills are bad now. You're going to have another 15% on top of your bills. Marvellous, isn't it? That's what these people do. All those Labour voters who thought, we vote Labour, our life will get so much better. How's that working out for you? Because it seems to me that all you Labour voters are literally turkeys voting for Christmas. Because your life is going to get worse and worse and worse. And he's still not stopping the boats coming in. So not only are you going to be worse off and taxed more, they're going to tax you again, more even then, to help pay for Abdul and out the other Abdul and the other Mohammed and the 15 Abduls and the 32 Mohammeds. And that's just today. There's no end to it, is there? Farage was right. Increasing the number of people coming to this country who are not able to earn sufficiently to pay sufficient tax reduces all of our life levels, basically. Nothing improves. And it isn't going to. And not while you've got a little communist government whose sole aim is to destroy this country. Our standards of living are falling. Our access to medical facilities are falling. School standards are falling. Everything is falling. And it isn't going to improve while you've got Starmer and his mob making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. And make no bones about it, these are not accidentally bad decisions. They are looking to see what is the worst thing they can do and actively doing it. The destruction of Britain is very high on their list of priorities. They want to turn Britain into a third world state. Britain is already becoming that third world state. Do you know more people have been arrested and imprisoned in Britain for saying things on the internet than have been in Russia in the last 10 years? Our standard of living in this country is now on a par with Albania. This is deliberate decisions by this government. Thank you, all you wonderful Labour voters. You've done this. Thanks a lot. Bye.